So Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead releases on Netflix this Friday, and I've had a chance to watch the film early via a screener. It's a film that I think depends on what you expect from it, and one which in my opinion is a nice addition to the zombie genre and Snyder's filmography. In this video, I'm going to be giving you my spoiler-free review for Army of the Dead, giving you my early thoughts and general reaction towards the new Netflix film. As suggested, I won't be going into spoiler territory in this review, but my breakdown and video essay coming in the next week will go deeper into the film's events. But if you want to keep up to date on any of my future content on Zack Snyder's latest film, then don't forget to support this video by giving it a like rating, subscribing to the channel, and turning on your notifications. Also, feel free to check me out on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and Instagram at Cortex Videos, which is all linked in the description. But without further ado, let's dive into my review of Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. So even though Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead is releasing as a pre-assembled franchise starter with a prequel and animated series on the way, setting up the characters for future movies isn't the point. It's no spoiler to say that as a zombie movie, the survival of the cast is tested, and when it comes to Zack Snyder's latest film, there's no exception. In his newest film, the director has essentially delivered his Suicide Squad, and it's a project that I had a lot of fun with during the course of its 2-hour and 20-minute running time. When it comes to the brief plot of the film, after an intro that features a crash with a military vehicle, a vehicle that carries an alpha zombie from Area 51, things start to turn into the outbreak we were promised. The zombie happens to have superhuman powers and intelligence, killing everyone in the vicinity, then heading to Las Vegas to begin what we know would follow. We are then treated to a great set of opening credits that show the spread of the outbreak, which leads to Las Vegas being walled off by shipping containers. Moving into the start of the main events, we are introduced to Scott Ward, played by Dave Bautista, a veteran of the initial zombie war, who now flips burgers for a living. Traumatized by a past event, he remains estranged from his daughter, but when the opportunity arises to make $50 million by boosting a stash of $200 million from a casino basement safe, he sees a chance at catharsis and providing for his daughter's future. It's time to put a team together featuring loyal sidekicks, a pilot, a safecracker, a zombie-killing YouTuber, a human trafficker to get them in, and an obligatory corporate stooge escort with his own secret agenda. Though the cast lacks star power, the team make an appealing group. Tig Notaro, who was digitally inserted after another actor became massively problematic, particularly sells what ultimately had to be the illusion of comedy. Omari Hardwick also acts wonderfully understated, and Raúl Castillo plays it hilariously tacky as the vlogger turned mercenary. And to play the stereotypical German, Snyder actually hired a real German, Matthias Schweighöfer. Even though these human characters only have about 5 minutes of emotional resonance between them, what drove the movie for me was how the themes of the zombie genre and this particular film link into the relationship between Dave Bautista and his daughter. Without a particular flashback and the conclusion to this film, it would have probably been a different result. But Snyder does manage to ground the characters and build their chemistry together over the course of the runtime. He has made this simultaneously his most personal yet fun film to date, and the director seemingly addresses his relationship with his late daughter, using the characters Scott and Kate as analogues to moving results. But when it comes to the dead in this movie, we follow several new and old rules, though arguably no more classic than the traditional shoot to the brain zombie kill. We get alpha mutants that can think and communicate, coexisting among the shamblers, and we get some teases for the future of the franchise as a character mentions that dried up walls of corpses briefly return to life when it rains. The movie never shows us this, but it's great to see how Snyder has thought about the world and the characters more deeply, even in a zombie film which for the most part is a lot of fun. But the zombies in general are one of the standout elements to Zack Snyder's new film, and from what happens in the end, it definitely gives me excitement towards where Snyder or another filmmaker could take the undead. He's added a new texture to the zombie mythos. The traditional antagonist roles are usually reserved for humans in these types of films, but Snyder invents a big bad that feels fresh and menacing. Alongside Zombie Zeus, the Zombie Queen, and her bigger role in the events of where this could be going, there's also the Zombie Tiger, spotted in much of the promotion for the movie that lives up to expectations. All of these elements help to create tension for each of the characters in the film, and the ride of Army of the Dead is what really keeps the audience along. It changes up the established rules of the zombie movie and offers plenty of set pieces, like the shooting scenes in slow motion which are choreographed to covers of Viva Las Vegas, The End, and an acoustic version of the Cranberries song Zombie. Snyder's fans and those who like the zombie genre will love this movie, and I must say I really enjoyed how the story was built around the situation of the heist. It is a movie driven by the situation, and this connects the characters, their backstories, and the emotion between Scott and Kate, which keeps you invested until the very end. But that was my spoiler-free review of Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. What fans most want from a big-budget zombie movie is that it not pull any punches. Without spoiling, I can safely say that this resembles that remark. Zack Snyder knows that this time nobody will complain about neck-snapping scenes, and he can go all out in a bloody heist movie which has all the fun, all the action, but also good moments of heart. Again, it's the situation of the outbreak that drives this film, and the world that Zack Snyder has built offers up many avenues that he can take the franchise in. I'm giving Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead an 8 out of 10. But let me know down below what you thought of Zack Snyder's new Netflix movie, and do you agree with the points that I have raised in this review? For more videos on Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead, including my breakdown video in the next few days, then subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like rating and follow me on social media via the links in the description. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.